A cappuccino looks easy to make. Steamed milk, espresso, foam. But it's actually a lot harder than a lot of people think. So today, I'm going to show you guys how I make what I think is the perfect cappuccino. It's going to be super easy, super fun. I'm going to run you through step by step. And I think by the end of this video, you're going to have a really great cappuccino in your hand. So let's get into it. Everything starts with your beans. If you don't have good beans, your cappuccino probably won't taste its best. So make sure to remember to weigh them out. I like to use 19 grams of coffee beans, and then I think that makes the extraction a little bit better than 18 grams like a lot of people use, but it's totally preference and whatever works better for you. Now for coffee beans, I've actually been using these that I got from Costco. Now before you guys start hating, they're not bad. Okay, it's not what I use every day, but if you're looking for an affordable option that's practical, cheap, I would definitely recommend these. I believe it's called, Mount Comfort Coffee. It's a crew blend. It's actually not that bad. It's like, how much? It's like a pound for $20. It's a really good price. That's the why I sometimes use it for my videos and stuff. Overall, decent coffee, so yeah. Now, I actually like to spray my coffee beans with water. All this does is reduce static in the grinder and just makes them a little bit better. Now, a lot of people ask me what grind size should I use, because there's a lot. And when you first get a Breville or any other even standalone grinder, it can be a little intimidating. But the thing is, you have to dial in the coffee beans. So I will make a video about dialing in coffee beans very soon so you guys can know what I'm talking about and understand it. Now, let's get into puck prep. I feel like a lot of people just don't understand this, and all we are doing is making the coffee grounds better and more suitable for the extraction process. So we're just breaking up the clumps, leveling it, and then tamping it down. That's all we're doing, okay? And I'm just going to break up all the clumps in the coffee grounds, just like this. Also, if you guys are liking this video, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to 600 subscribers. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm just gonna level it one more time. And now you can already kind of see, maybe not from there, but there's a lot less clumps, which is pretty cool. And then I'm just going to level it. And all this does is just level the ground. So it's a little bit easier when you go to tamp. Then, now this is optional, but I definitely do recommend it if you have a nice espresso machine using a puck prep. Now this helps with extraction and keeping your machine clean, so I definitely do recommend it. Now I definitely like to weigh and time my shots. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Help if the port filter was in, I think. I haven't had my caffeine yet. Okay, so yeah. Now, hopefully this will come out all right. I've actually still been dialing in these beans, so hopefully I'm not even actually going to time it. Now you want to you're usually looking for about 36 grams in about 20 seconds or so. This one is running a little bit fast, which I was kind of expecting because, again, I do not have these beans dialed in yet. So I'm going to be using oat milk today. Make sure that your milk is cold, okay? And if you're using an oat milk, either choose a barista or a full fat. Okay, that's very important. Make sure it's cold, and let's pour into our pitcher. Now I usually pour about 4 ounces or so of milk into my pitcher, because if you do any more than 4 ounces, it'll probably overflow, and if you do any less, you won't be able to get whirlpool. Okay, so first you're gonna purge out the steam wand just until this light is solid and there is steam coming out. So that'll take a couple of seconds. Okay, and then just wait a couple more seconds. Okay, now You're gonna turn it off and just position the wand so it's like in the top bottom corner. And you're just gonna hold it here for a couple of seconds, Then you're gonna go down so you hear kind of like a paper tearing sound. You're gonna hold it there until it just gets just like a little warm to the touch. Now for cappuccinos, you wanna add a little bit more air, thus a little bit more foam than you would for a normal drink like latte or a flat white. So just a little bit more than you usually would do. And then you're just gonna bring it back up so you don't hear the noise anymore, and just make sure that you're spitting the milk. Now I know I added enough foam because my milk is almost spilling. Okay, so that's about good when it's just too hot to touch for like 3 seconds or so. Now this is really important for a cappuccino. Make sure to dust it with chocolate powder, and that makes it more of an authentic cappuccino. Now we're going to tap our milk and just swirl it a little bit like this. And we're gonna start the pour from high up. And then I'm just gonna go for a little bit of heart because I think that's all I can do right now. Yep. Now, one thing to note is when you aerate more, you might not get the best latte art because the milk's gonna be a little bit foamier. And when you add the chocolate powder, there might be little clumps. So don't get frustrated if the latte art isn't perfect. But there is one thing that is very important. So if you take a spoon and do that, you should have a really big, nice layer of foam like that. You can see how creamy and like foamy that is. So that is how you make the perfect cappuccino. I've kind of marred it with my foam scooping, but if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and share it to your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.